The crossbody move is one of the 10 basic elements of the Salsa Challenge approach to learning salsa dancing. In this video, we're going to teach that crossbody move with a lot of different combinations and also put it together with right turns, which we've covered on an earlier video. So we'll assume that you have watched that. We're going to demo just the very most basic crossbody moves right now, and then we'll show you the footwork and teach you how to lead it. Okay, here's what it looks like. Alright, so that's a demo of the crossbody move. Now what the crossbody move accomplishes is the lead stays in one position and the follow comes from one side to the other of the lead, and the lead stays where he is. So we'll show you how that works. Actually, Jenny, you want to demonstrate the lady's footwork to begin with?
Yes, let's do that. So the lady's footwork is going to start with a back rock, which is what we normally does for follows. So we go 1, 2, 3, we pause on 4, and then with our left foot we walk forward on 5, we start to turn on 6, and then we end on 7, and our foot is slightly behind the other one. Again, we go 1, 2, 3, then we walk forward, turn, and feet together, slightly at an angle. I'll do it all again one more time. And 1, 2, 3, and left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. That's the lady's footwork.
Okay, thanks, Jenny. So now I will show the guy's footwork.
Okay.
All righty. So guys, your partner's right here. You're going to rock forward. When you rock back, you're going to turn 90 degrees. So your follow is going to be here. Put your weight down here, then a cucaracha to the side. Leave this foot, turn, rotate here, and together. So it goes 1, 2, 3, cucaracha, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, cucaracha, 6, 7. Okay, come on, Jen, let's show it together. We're not gonna lead or follow right now, so we'll just do it just without contact. So each of us are going to do footwork, so you'll see how that works. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So that's the basic crossbody move. Now we'll show how to lead this. So we're going to first show in 2 hands open. This is the most basic of crossbodies. So lead, you're going to step forward. So you'll be in a basic and you'll just step forward. 1, 2, 3. And right here, you want to do the lead prep. And we've talked about this in our Salsa Connection video. That's the lead prep. And follows at that point.
We want to make our arms firm. So we are feeling a little push from the lead's hands. And we want to give back the same amount of pushing on his hands. So we're both pushing on one another. Okay,
so from this point, you can then pull forward, bring her across 5, 6, 7. So we're going 1, 2, 3, prepare, connect, and 5, 6, 7.
And follows, it's important to have your fingers connected in a hook way. When you start to feel him pressing on your hand, you can sort of prepare your fingers to be used as leverage to pull you across.
Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, 3, prepare, and walk, walk, walk. 1, 2, 3, connect, walk, walk, walk. Okay, that's the open frame, crossbody. And actually one of my favorite moves is just a simple closed frame crossbody. So leads, what you're going to do, you're going to lift this hand as you rock forward. 1, let it go 2, 3. Okay? Then you're going to put your right hand on the near side scapula of the follow. Okay?
The actual bone, please.
So it's 1, 2, 3. And then bring her across 5, 6, and let her hand go out. Okay? You can stay in crossbody in the closed frame if you want to. I'll show that. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So we're here in closed frame. Or you can go closed frame, then to open frame. 1, 2, 3, connect, and walk, walk, walk. So let's talk a little bit about the lead on this, because it also demands the salsa connection. Here, there's no lead. You're just lifting it up, walking under, rocking here. At this point, you want to have this nice connection with your hand and also a firm connection on the follow's back.
Okay? And follows, you can just rest your hand on top of the lead's shoulder.
So you have then a lot of control, and you can bring the follow, walk, walk, walk. All right?
One point I'd like to make really quickly is that leads, it's very important to wait until the 5 to start pulling your follow across, just so we can really pause on the 4.
Let's just demo that. We'll count as we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
pause.
Walk, walk, walk. 1, 2, 3, pause, walk, walk, walk.
And that pause is where you establish your connection with your follow. So you have, we like to say, live bait on the end of the line there. So you can actually feel that you're connected.
Now, one other thing that I just want to cover really quickly here, and that is for both follows and leads. Some leads will put their hand down here, okay? This is not a good thing to do, leads. It doesn't feel good on follows. You're in a soft part of the body, so it doesn't feel as well. The other thing is you don't have near the control, so that instead of having a nice 3-point connection of a closed frame lead, then you've opened this space here, and you don't have near the control.
Also, it's just really uncomfortable, especially if you use pressure to bring your follow across. It can be uncomfortable in that area.
Now follows a tip here. If a lead puts his hand down here, you should have permission to just lift it right up. If he drops it down again, up it goes. Okay? So just a little tip. In the Salsa Challenge approach, style is a very basic part of the teaching and the learning from the very beginning. So we're going to show you some style elements for the crossbody. It will give you a lot more to go with right off, and you'll be able to do this when you just first start dancing. So we're going to teach both follow and lead styling on the crossbody, and give you some options, and then give you an opportunity to just make it work for yourself. So Jenny is going to show some basic footwork for follow styling, and we'll show it from both directions so that you'll see it.
Okay, so I also just wanted to say, if you've seen Volume 4, which is Right Turns, we talk about styling on the back rock, and this is similar. You can incorporate some of the stuff we learned in Volume 4 on our back rock styling, or I'll just introduce a couple of things here, mix it up, do what you think is great, add your own thing. As long as you get your feet in the timing, everything is great. So let's start with a basic one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, collect. And what a collect is you just bring your ankle to your other ankle and you just pause. And then when you feel the pull from the lead, you walk forward and together. Okay, I'll show that again. And 1, 2, 3, collect, walk, walk, walk. Okay, so there's one. Something a little bit more dramatic. With our leg, we stop on 3 here. So it's 1, 2, 3, we come out at a straight leg. And then that leg is just ready for us to step right on it. And 1, 2, 3, out, walk, across. Again, 1, 2, 3, out, walk, across. Okay, so that's the second one. Our third one is something a little bit more fancy. The only thing I have to say about it is that if you dance in heels, which a lot of us do, just be careful of your pants or your skirt when you do this, and I'll show you why. 1, 2, 3, and then we kick up and down, and then we step on that kick foot. So we go 1, 2, 3, kick, walk, A, cross again. 1, 2, 3, kick, walk, A, cross. Now I have seen people out at the clubs where their pants are just ripped because their heel gets caught or their skirts, the hems of the skirts get caught. So just be careful.
Okay, so leads, guys, you can do some styling as well. This can be very subtle, but it also works with all of the ladies' styling. So you're going to also style on the 4, which is where the ladies are styling. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just put your toe out. Now you would normally do on 5 a cucaracha. So you're already out there. Then on 5 you just need to step down as the follow comes across. So when the follow styles, it often makes a really nice parallel here. Looks really fancy. Way better than just simply like this. Okay? So just a tiny bit of style gives the move a lot of pizzazz. Then ladies, you just walk forward 5, 6, 7. So I'll show that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, come across. All right, now we're going to show a little fancier. This is a kickback for the follows. And this is done on the 1 as you back step following a cross body. So let's first just do a cross body with no kickback, so you'll just see how it is if we just went into a basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and back rock. All right? Now, what the follow is going to do, you want to talk about it, Jenny?
Sure. So we're going to do the first part like we've just discussed, any kind of styling that you want to do here. And then on 5, 6, 7, we're going to take our foot that we normally step back on and just, it's like a ball change, I believe. Some dancers refer to it that way. Ball change. So that what it means is you're just putting your weight right back and straightening out your foot. So the rhythm pattern sounds like ga da ga ga.
And it's really 8 and 1, 2, 3.
So let's try it from the cross body.
So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and walk, walk, walk. So ladies, you can feel free to do that at any time. You can do that at any time.
And that is one of many things that can happen at that point. There's different elements of it too. If you're starting to get comfortable in the footwork with it, just do the footwork, move your hips out, and focus mostly on the lower part of your body. Once you start feeling more comfortable, you can actually whip your head back. There's a lot of other ways that you can accentuate the movement.
All right. Now, leads, you can lead this move, and this is a great, great test to see if you and your follow have great connectivity.
It's very much all
great
about
connectivity. So let me demo it from this side, shall we? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now notice I've got my hands completely out of where they would normally be if we're just going to do a basic. So my hands are here. Follows, what do you do?
Well, because we're overextended, there's some pressure building in our hands, which is always our first signal that some connectivity is needed. So you start to feel that pressure building, you provide pressure back.
And so then the leads, this is your prep. You're way out here and you get some tension in your hands. You'll feel the follow give that back. And then once you feel that connection you feel 8, then you go and 1. So it's 8 and 1.
And verbally, to explain what we're feeling here, we're pulling on each other's hands.
I'm pulling here.
And we're pushing.
I'm pushing here. And she's pushing against me and pulling against me.
And follows, I also really feel this connectivity right in the core of my muscles here. I'm like holding it so that when we're moved, it's moving my whole torso. So my arms aren't just moving.
So actually, let's demo this and show you what it looks like as a failure when you don't have good connectivity. And this is such a great incentive to build connectivity with your partner.
And this, you'll probably all go, I've
So
done
yeah,
that
you've
before.
seen this before. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so see, she had no connectivity. Even though I did a lead prep, she wasn't ready. And when I did this, her arms just flopped.
One key signal follows, if you don't have connectivity, is that your arms will just move behind. You want to make sure that they always stay in alignment with your torso.
So we're going to show it again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Prepare and go. 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now one more thing for leads. There's a style element to this for you as well. So when you bring her across, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, you're ready here, 7. Now typically you would step forward on the basic, okay? Instead of doing that, I simply put my left foot out. Fire and collect and back step. So it's fire, which makes a nice, again, you see the style there with the legs. Fire and collect and back step. So let me show that to you again. We'll do it from this way. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Da 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 da. And 5, 6, 7. Okay, so a little styling goes along. Be sure to work on the timing so that it works really well, and the connectivity. Great move.
And I just want to emphasize follows. You have complete freedom of expression here. You can do any number of things with your body as long as you keep your awareness on where your feet are supposed to be so that you're ready for that lead when it happens. And then you're good to go.
In this section of the video, we're going to reveal some really important secrets for dancers that are new to salsa. The hardest thing for new dancers is to avoid going to basic between any kind of move. Many of you know this, many of you remember this, and those new dancers, it's like, okay, it takes me a long time to figure out what to do next. So I go to basic and it's very boring. So what we're going to do is to show you a simple right turn, crossbody combination. And this can be your stable for starting to dance and being able to dance confidently without feeling like you're repeating everything so much. So we're going to start with a very simple right turn, which we taught on the last video. 1, 2, 3, right turn, 6, 7, and immediately go into crossbody. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now, what that does, if you can get that combination down, and new dancers, I'd strongly urge you to get your partner, do that over and over again. Just simple right turn, cross body. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, right turn, cross body, and 5, 6, 7, right turn, 5, 6, 7, cross body, and 5, 6, 7. Then, once you get that, you can add a tiny little bit of style element to this, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, cross body style, walk, 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 1, right turn, 5, 6, 7, cross body, and style. Style on the back rock, ladies, 5, 6, 7, loop through, 5, 6, 7, 1, and right turn, cross body, 5, 6, 7. Now that is like salsa dancing. It's really great. So do right turns, do cross body. You can do 2 cross bodies in a row. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, close frame. Oh, how nice is that? Now you know from the last video about 10 right turns. So you can do any one of those 10 right turns, then do a cross body. Another right turn and a cross body. And if you add the style elements with it, you can go the whole night long, look like beautiful dancers, really nice connectivity, smile at each other, and that's all you really need. So cross body right turn combination is the secret to dancing really effective and fun salsa dancing, particularly if you add a little style from the very first time you go out. So practice it up at home, then head out.
One thing to keep in mind is the technique and making your movements very clean and crisp and clear. If you practice the technique on each of these, it'll keep you really, really solid when we start getting into the variations on this move, which for new dancers and for new people learning new moves is really important for your follows to feel the clean technique and for follows to do their own clean technique, and everything will come together in a really great way.
That's right. So with Salsa Challenge, you learn the good technique, keep it with every move, and you can dance really well right away. We're going to add a variation to the crossbody. I want to teach it facing this direction. This is a crossbody with a right exit. And remember, before, we brought the follow across and just simply turned together, so we stayed the same direction. With a right exit, we're just starting the same way. 1, 2, 3. We're connecting here. We can still do all the styling. The follow walks forward 5. Leads, you want to lead straight out here. 6, and then turn her 7. Okay? And lead, you want to keep your footwork as well. I didn't do footwork just to show you the lead. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. The most turns in salsa are done on the 6 for the follow. This turn is done on the 7. If you turn too early, then the move really loses the sassy part of it. So it's a kind of a surprise ending. And you're just sending the follow straight forward, and then she turns on that last step, and it's really, really nice.
It's dramatic.
Dramatic. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and walk, walk, turn, and back step. Again. 1, 2, 3, and walk, walk, turn, and back step. Now leads, the key thing, let me just sort of turn this way. You're going to turn 1, 2, 3. This hand must be on the right side of the follow. So as she's walking forward, forward, then a whip around turn. Okay? So it's very, very important. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, turn, and back.
So follows, what that feels like to us is when the lead opens up for the crossbody, he starts kind of pulling and stretching his arm out. Not many leads do this crossbody. So at first you might be like, that's funny. Just keep going with the flow. You're going to feel the tension, pulling, and then it's going to start coming over your head, and then it's obvious what's going to happen. So if you can just feel that connection, maintain it, even if you've never done the move before, just trust your lead and keep that tension present.
And a tip for the leads. We're here, 1, 2, 3. We negotiate that connection, and we maintain that connection. So you're pulling forward so the follow doesn't have a chance to turn. So you want to keep her walking straight forward. Okay? You can also do that with 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Just letting go as you go. Great move. One of the moves that is actually the same move, but you probably wouldn't recognize it if you didn't know the sort of Salsa Challenge technique, and that is, it's a crossbody with a right exit, but this is done in a closed frame, and it's done with the lead turning on the opposite side. I call it a reverse crossbody. So to demonstrate how this reverse crossbody works, remember leads that in closed frame, regular crossbody, you're opening out so that the follow is on your right. On the reverse crossbody, this is the reverse part, you're going to step and turn the other direction. Okay? So you're going 1, 2, 3. And you want a nice connection with her back here. Follows, you've got your hand on his shoulder. And follows your weights on your right foot, ready to step on your left. Leads is on the left, ready to go to the right. Now leads, you're going to step way out like a lunge. So you're going to go out this way. As you do that, you're going to pull the follow forward as you do that. And she's going to go forward, 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 left, right, left. And only on the left, turn out. It's the same footwork as crossbody with a right exit. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 1. All right? And you'll notice, follows, how Jenny did that beautiful styling at the end. You'll get the momentum coming out of this turn that you almost cannot help but do beautiful styling. So let's show it again. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, 6, 7. And you probably want to follow it with another cross body. So leads, the most important thing to make this work is to not be afraid right here to pull the follow straight forward. You've got hold of her hand and her scapula here. You're going to pull her forward, 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 step, turn, there you go. And then bring her across. So it looks like this and the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, 6, 7.
And follows, it may not feel unusual if you have your feet right, if you keep taking your steps as normal. The most important thing is to take smallish steps because you're in a closed frame. So if you try to take like traveling steps, you're going to get off of balance a little bit.
All right, now we're going to show how you can do this in an open frame as well. Okay? So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and the leads just turn slightly here. Now with this hand, this is your connectivity. You're going to step big and pull her forward and then turn her. Okay? Here we go. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll show that one more time. I'll give you a tip on leading and connectivity. So 1, 2, 3, right here you're connecting. And leads on this one, I have my thumb in her palm. So you're here usually. You could do it that way, but you have a lot more control this way. Follows, when you feel the lead actually holding your hand like this, then that's a really, really good strong tip that this is a lead prep. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Then as I step here, I'm going to pull forward, forward, turn, and then step forward to finish that move.
So it follows. Since it's all done with one hand, you need to have a really strong arm because all your guidance is coming through this connection here. And if you keep this hand just out at your waist, then when you come around at the last, it's real convenient to just put your hand up on his shoulder.
So one more time, looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, 6, 7. Nice move. We're going to put a little music on now and just demo a few of these crossbodies with music. And then we'll go on and do some combinations. You now have crossbody moves and a number of combinations. You have right turns and a variety of variations. So now it's time to put a few of those together in combos just to give you a lot more variety in your dancing. So remember, these are all really the same moves. Right turns, crossbodies, many variations on. So if you get the technique on one, then you have it for all. Okay, we're going to do just a few really simple things. So leads, remember, you can do a right turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then do a cross body. But I'm going to show you how to do a right turn when you go 1, 2, 3 to prepare yourself for a cross body, and it looks like a pretty flash move. So when we step forward, we're going to go leads right hand, follows left hand, and we're going to bring this hand way up high, 2, 3. So that all I've done is a right turn. 1, 2, 3. But I have turned to the side, so I'm right where I need to be for a cross body. Bring her across 5, 6, 7. That's all there is to it. So leads to a right turn. 1, 2, 3, prepare, 5, 6, 7. Pretty snazzy, huh? Okay, now we're going to do another little, let's get this way. If we've got really good connection, and I actually like to do this move best in closed frame, but we're going 1, 2, 3. We've got the connection here, and leads, if you want to do this, this is what I call a pushback. Just put your palm here. You're going to make this nice connection. Follows, you'll be ready to step forward, but leads, you're just going to stop them and push them back. 5, 6, 7, and 1. So it starts like a crossbody, then just pushes into you and stops. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1.
And follows, if you ever feel palm to palm at any point, it's a very good indicator that something is going to happen. So provide that pressure and see what happens. We
can also do it with an open frame. 1, 2, 3. Remember we did our connectivity here. That allows us to either pull forward, which we would do if we were leading the crossbody, or to start and then stop her. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, connect, 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 5. So nice little variation on it. It also helps you build a nice salsa connection with one another to make sure you've really got this nice lead on 4, 5, and you've really got it. Now we're going to teach kind of a combination that has a number of variations to it. And we'll just work into this slowly. So this is something you can work up to and just pick up an element 1 or 2 at a time. So we're going to start with the lead doing a simple right turn, but under your hand. So you're turning your palm up. So it's here. You simply lift it up here. That leaves a window here to where you can see your follow.
And we did teach this move in the volume 4.
We're going to step forward, 1, turn 2, 3. Now you've got a nice connection here. And remember, if we have this hand, the fingers at where the follow's fingers meet the palm, then you can do that turn really easily. Now lead, you're going to do a cucaracha to the side as a follow step forward with the left. Lead, you want to give here a little bit to assure the follow that she's going to step forward. You're going to feel that connectivity and turn her to the right. So just that part. We're going 1, 2, 3, and 5, turn 6. Now leads, you're going to turn back on 7. So your footwork is turning 1, 2, 3, cucaracha, and step. So it's cucaracha and step. And since the hand is here, it's going to come right to your shoulder.
And let me take this opportunity just to remind follows. It's really, really common understanding between leads and follows that you keep your hand where the lead's hand is, no matter what. And if your hand is put somewhere, you lead it there, or you wait until you see the palm of your lead's hand giving you an indication of where you need to go next.
All right, so this is 2 right turns and a lead half left turn, all within an 8 count. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and 5, turn 6 and 7. Now leads, when the hand comes here, and do it that way, be sure I've seen people do it this way, you don't want to do it that way, just turn into it. Just drop that hand, show your palm here for the follow. That's a target. So as Jenny just said, follows when you see a palm, then it goes there. And since this hand is dropping, follows don't get rambunctious and try to pick it up with this hand. So you could simply leave this hand here and try to pick up that hand. The lead, you're dropping the hand, goes right down. Okay? So again, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, turn 6 and 7 and 1. So leads, as you hold your hand back, you're going to step forward. 1, 2, 3. Now this is a cross body, and it would be exactly the same footwork if we're facing here. 1, 2, 3. But we're facing the opposite direction. I'm still rocking forward. Jenny's rocking back. And leads, you want to push back a little as you step forward. 1, 2, 3. And then this just finishes the crossbody by bringing her across 5, 6, 7. So lead, your footwork is going to be forward and back. You're just doing a basic. So let's look at that again from the same angle. We're going 1, 2, 3, and 5. Turn 6 and 7, and 1, 2, 3, and walk her across and basic. From this direction, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Turn 6 and 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So that's the first version. And we're going to do the same move, but with a crossbody with a right exit at the end. So let's just show that part, then we'll show the whole move. So we're here, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, turn 7, and 1. Leads, a tip on this. Unless you have really long and really flexible arms, Stretch Armstrong arms, it's really difficult to keep the follow walking forward, particularly if you back step here. So it's quite permissible for you to back rock and then just take tiny steps forward if you need to keep the pressure on the follow walking forward so that you can come across in front of her and turn her on as she steps on 7. So we'll show that from this angle here. So 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 5.
So follows, just maintain a nice, elegant, straight, active arm throughout the move.
All right, so that's another combination. We're going to give you another version of that in a minute. But a little bonus here, we're going to do another right turn, but we're going to do a right turn with what's called a hand throw. A hand throw is a style move, and it's a great one. It follows, you really need to understand this. So a hand throw, the lead is going to throw your hand up, and then it comes down. So he's going to throw it up, and then catch it. Typically, it's a 3-count thing. So it's 1, 2, 3. All right? Sometimes it will have slightly different, but you'll, in the context of that, you'll know where it is. So 1, 2, 3. Now, leads, a couple of things. If you don't think the follow doesn't know a hand throw, it's good to put your hand underneath her wrist. Then when you throw, she's more likely to keep that arm straight. Follows, a key thing for you is to keep the arm straight. When the lead throws your arm, if it's not straight, here's what happens. Not too pretty, okay? So, not good. So, here's the hand throw. Beautiful. All right.
And fellows, you'll know after even feeling that once, you're like, ooh, I don't want to do that again. So, if you always have sort of an engaged frame, which to me is not like flexing your muscles super tight, but engaging them so that they're on, then we'll be ready for when the hand toss comes.
And also leads, you'll often prepare for that by giving a little preparation. So it should be really easy to determine. Now what we're going to do is a right turn with a hand throw and a cross body. So we're doing right to right, and then we'll pick up the left underneath. So we're going to right turn and 5, 6, 7. When we come around, both hands go over the head, then I'm actually going to throw that arm down. So it's throwing down. And follows, you'll feel that and bring it all the way around. Okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, hand throw, 2, 3, and walk her across. So all you're doing is as she's finishing the turn, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. As you step forward, leads, you're going to do your cross body. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up here. And you want to put your hand out so she knows where it goes. And then just bring her across. Okay? Straight hand throw. Now we're going to go back to the move we did a while ago and show you a variation on the end of that. Okay? So let's see. Let's do it from this direction. So remember this turn here. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now, as the hand falls down, you're going to throw it over. And follows, you're going to pick up left to left here. So let's do that from here. As it drops down, 1, 2, 3.
Now
so that hand goes straight over.
We're doing our arm out, but then we see the lead's palm right here. So instead of getting your hand tossed and then just trying to put it right back, it's obvious your hand is going to be up here when he shows you the palm, so you're going to want to be able to put your other hand in there.
And actually a good convention is you should always follow through with your momentum. So if your hand goes up like this, you're not going to like jerk it and bring it back down. So here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and walk, walk, walk. All right? Now let's show it from this direction. We'll add one more 8 count to it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, throw, and 5, 6, 7. Here's the new part. Leads as you step in, this hand goes down 1, 2, 3. So you're preparing for a closed frame crossbody. Your hand goes on the scapula here. And I like to put my hand out at this point just to say, okay, folks, we're coming across. Bring her across 5, 6, 7, and you're there. All right? We'll do that from this direction. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and walk, walk, walk. All right? Okay, now we're just going to put on a little music and dance and show you how we put together some of these combos, just so you'll see a little bit what it looks like to music.
Y hasta pienso que tortura. Solo con el corazón me pide ayuda. Se acelera más mi palpitar cuando me saluda. Este chico es mío, mío, que me quedo muda. Está tan bueno que cuando lo veo olvido todo. Me olvido de todo, me olvido de todo. Está tan bueno que hasta olvido todo. Me olvido de todo, me olvido de todo. Dice que en este fin de semana me va a dar una sorpresa. ¿Será que por fin él me quiere? Hombre, presenta la esposa y se me acaba la fiesta. Tan bueno que hasta olvido todo. Me olvido de todo, me olvido de todo. Tiene unos labios hermosos y un caminar que para el tráfico y todo el mundo lo quiere mirar. Con sus ojitos abiertos de par en par, que me mire para decirle, negro te queda bien, ese negrito te va.
La gente lo dice que es lo más bello.
Gente de telenovela,
La gente lo dice.
no sé qué cómo hacer, este muchacho me quiera.
La gente lo dice que es lo
Mi
más
corazón,
bello.
blanco bandera,
La gente lo dice.
que él me muerde, me aprieta, me pega y todo lo que
La
quiera.
gente lo dice que es lo más
Por un beso
bello.
yo daría lo que fuera.
La gente lo dice.
Se apoderado de mí, ay, ya de cada manera.